Hi guys, welcome back to my late night story times. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always being here, for always supporting me. Yeah, you guys are the OG ones. Anyway, guys, today's story time is the first guy I ever fell in love with. Yeah, and I don't think I've ever fallen in love with anybody else, and I'm turning 24 this year, so that just goes to show you this guy was really important. Yeah, it was like a pivotal moment in my life, you know. So, immediately after high school, I had broken up with my boyfriend. I went back to Narok. And if you guys you don't know, I have family in Narok and my mom still stays there. Yeah, we still have a house there and we still stay there, but like most of the time I don't go there most of the time. So this time around, like I just finished high school and my mom was working in Narok and all of us were in Narok, actually, even my grandma, all of us were in Narok. So um I was staying there for a while just to like relax and everything. No one was here and like we were just chilling there, relaxing. So let me take you back a little bit. So there was I don't know, Thanksgiving or something. There was something in school, in high school, before I finished, and we were told to like bring our parents. It was just like a prayer day for like the Form 4s who are leaving. I was signing in like parents because I was a St. John member, and it was like St. John members and scouts, and you were sitting there and you were just signing in people. So, parents are coming in, family and friends, everything, everyone is coming to pray for the Form 4s. And at the time, like it was almost like maybe 3 to 4 weeks so that like we do the exam and leave. So it was like just a last minute thing. So my friend at the time, she was dating this guy. She told him to come and visit her with the parents, with the mom and everyone. So here's where the things get weird. My mom was there, right? So my mom comes to see me and everything, and she sat like just somewhere with the parents and everything, and then she sees this guy. This guy is related to my mom's friend. He's actually the son to my mom's friend, right? And this guy lives in Narok and everything. So it was just a very huge coincidence because my mom called his mom and he was like, "Yo, do you guys have someone here? Because I've seen your son here and everything." And it was just the most awkward situation. But I didn't know that. I came to know that later. So before that, my friend now introduces him to me and a few of her friends too. It was like, okay, this is my boyfriend, Nini. So yeah, like I was just okay. I didn't even know this guy, like I didn't know him. So it was just nothing. So now let's go back to after finishing high school. So after I finished high school, we went back home and yeah, I was in Narok. So I get a random text from this number I didn't know, and the guy was like, "Hey, my name is, let's call him Joe. My name is Joe, and I just wanted to say hi. How are you? I met you in school the other day. I did not know like your mom and my mom are friends and everything. I still like stay in Narok. We have family there. Da da da. It's just the whole thing. I was like, oh, cool, yeah, nice to meet you, And this time I'm just keeping it cordial because I know they're dating with my friend, so I'm just like, oh, cool, nini. Yeah. So later, he calls me like after like 3 weeks, and he's like, I want to come, please tell your mom to convince my mom to let me come to Narok. Tarara. And I was like, why do you want to come to Narok? Like, this place is so boring. Narok is actually very boring if you ask me. It's very boring, and plus I don't like that place. It just reminds me of a lot of bad memories. Anyway, so the guy was like, I want to come. Okay, so I talked to my mom and I was like, Mom, this guy wants to come to Narok. He says you talk to the mom and convince her like he should come. So my mom talked to his mom and they made plans and he came. So he told me like he's gonna be there like around, I don't know what time, guys, I don't even remember. He was gonna come like in the afternoon, and he was like, come pick me up. So I directed him. I told him to meet me like near like a very known landmark, and he was like, okay, I'm meeting you there in like around 2ish. So I was like, cool. So he called me, we met up. So here's where the story gets interesting. So we went to his house. Yeah, I walked him to his place, his house, his home, where his grandma lives and everything, and he put his things, said hi to everyone, and he was like, yo, I want to go somewhere and smoke. And you can't smoke like in your parents' house. As Muslims, like, it's not something that you can do in front of your parents. So it's like, he wanted me to take him somewhere private, and I knew like a place because a few friends of mine used to take me there when they were just doing all the wrong things. So I took him there, and we went and we were just talking and everything. We were just getting to know each other. We were just wondering like, such a small world. Then I started remembering like there's a time my mom was like, I had sinuses, and he was like, he also had sinuses, and his was so bad. I remember my mom was like, my friend's son is getting surgery because he has very bad sinuses. You get me? So me, I was struggling with sinuses, but mine weren't that, like, they were not that bad. I could just use meds and it would go away. But his was so bad. So now I remember that story, and I told him. It was just a very interesting conversation. Anyway, after that, like, yeah, I'm just remembering and I'm smiling. I'm wondering where he is right now. It's so crazy. Anyway, so we were there, and he was smoking, and I was walking him like around the place. It was like a very abandoned house. They called it like the haunted house because it was never built. It was just there. People would come and spray paint and stuff. It looked very interesting. So I was taking him there, and I was like imagining stuff. I was like, this probably was the bedroom, this probably was this and that, and we're just walking, and he pinned me down and he kissed me, and I'm like, whoa, you're dating my friend. And before that day, my friend had texted me and he was like, he's coming, please take care of him. She was very like insecure about this guy. Anyway, so he pinned me down and he kissed me, and I was just confused as fuck. But that kiss, oh my god, I can't tell you how it made me feel, but just know, it made me very confused at first. I was like, what the fuck did I do? Did I just betray my friend? What just happened? So I remember I was like really like trying to like push him away and everything. So then I was so angry at him. I was just like, let's leave. I was so mad at him, and I went home and I was just telling him, you're dating my friend, you're doing the wrong thing, blah blah blah. I was like, please don't ever contact me again. Yeah. So that was it. So like 3-4 months later, now we were now going to I don't even remember the next year now, because it was just around December at that time. So we were going to the next year. So around maybe February, March, he called me again. He was like, I ended my relationship and everything, and doing what he was struggling with life actually. He was doing the most, and he was very depressed. So at the time I was staying alone in the house, and I think people were still in Narok, but I was here. Okay, so I was in Nairobi. So I remember he was like, I'm around your place, can I come see you and everything? And I was like, okay, you can come by. Because he was like, I just want to talk. So he came and we talked, and oh my days, one thing led to another, and yeah, I was in love. The talking made me like fall in love with him, yeah. So at this time he was dating another lady, now a different one. And he did tell me. I came to find out through his friends because we had like mutual friends. And I was so mad at him, and I kept telling him, and he was like, no, I can't date you. But then he just wanted to put me on the side. And guess what? Like, me just being me, and just because I loved him so much, I didn't want to lose him. I stayed in the relationship. It's not even a relationship, the situationship. This is why I'm so adamant about like labels right now. You need to tell me I'm your girl type thing for me to like be there 100%. But I'm never for situationships actually. It's better to be alone. I have never like ever had another situationship. But dude, I was so in love with this guy. I couldn't see that he had other people in his life, people that he would put like a priority ahead of me. And I was so sad, but yeah, the things he was doing was just hurting my feelings, because he kept on like posting stuff with other people. He kept on just being out there, and with me it was like behind closed doors he would just be himself with me, but when he was out there with people, it was just very awkward, 100%. But anyway, like I was really in love with this guy. I couldn't even see what he did, till later. Like I realized I deserve more, and I told him off. Yeah. So long story short, like I just ended the relationship. I told him I deserve better. So I ended the relationship, and that really broke my heart because he never really even cared. So yeah. Flash forward like around 2022, 2021, I think 2021. Yeah, a friend of mine told me like he got a girl pregnant, and yeah, I think they live together now and stuff like that, and I was just shocked. I was really shocked. I didn't see that in him. Well, who knows, and who knows where he is right now, because we haven't talked for a long time, and I just feel like it's for the best. I don't think we'll ever like go back to talking ever. Like the fact that I'm thinking about him right now it's very weird, because I haven't even thought about him for the last 2 years, 3 years now. It's crazy how you can go from loving someone like that to just ending it immediately and just not feeling a thing. So crazy. But yeah, it ended like that. On my end, I learned a lot. I learned not to take bullshit from guys. I learned a lot about myself and my self-worth. Yeah, you take the good things, even if it was such a very horrible situation. I took what I could take, and I learned from it. And here we are, guys. That is the story of the man I fell in love with, and I know it's not a nice story, but yeah, that was the only guy I've ever fallen madly in love with. I think the universe has a lot in store for me. So you never really know. Maybe that was love. But love comes in very different forms, ways, That was just something that was hard to deal with, especially with someone you love, but maybe I will fall in love, and I will fall in love deeply. And maybe sometimes love doesn't have to look like love at first sight, because that's how it felt with him, yeah. But right now, I feel like love can be built too. Yeah, as you grow, like you learn more. So I feel like love can be built too, and the more you are with someone, the more you love them. Yeah. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. See you tomorrow with another story time. Remember to subscribe guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, see you tomorrow.